Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about the Twomad situation, and before I get into the video, I just wanted to talk about the whole situation where people are, basically talking about monetization of these videos. I just want to make it clear, my videos are not monetized, so I don't make money off of these. I've said this before when I talked about the Technoblade stuff. Well, technically, I talked about the Brazo, I believe his name was. The Brazo and the Jalen stuff, not really the techno stuff, but I'm talking about the Twomad stuff, and I'm just trying to tell you that I don't profit off of these videos. I don't have a profit. And for the people who are mad at people who make these videos in general, even if they don't make a profit, I just want to make it clear that that's such an idiotic take to have. You can't jump into these things thinking like no one should make content or talk about this situation in general. This is a huge situation happening, and I don't see an issue with people talking about the situation. Obviously, if you're just milking it dry, then I think it's, wrong. I think it's really wrong to milk someone's death dry. But if you're making like one video talking about it with monetization turned off, then who fucking cares? That's like me getting mad at you for talking about Twomad on Twitter because you're farming for likes and, notoriety. Like, what do you mean? If you talk about Twomad on Twitter more than fucking 2 times, you're basically farming for likes. Like, come on, dude. It's not that hard to, it's not that far-fetched. It's not that hard to understand. It's really not a big deal for other individuals to talk about these said things. I don't have an issue with it. But once you start profiting off of it or ridiculing other individuals for doing it, but you do it yourself, I think it's just weird. Even if they're like a really bad person, okay? Like, let's just be real here. Even if they're a really bad person, it's weird, okay? That's all I wanted to say before I jump into it. But let's get into the real situation, the real meat and potatoes, all right? Twomad basically passed away from ODing. And I know a lot of individuals don't like Twomad. I know a lot of people are gonna, jump for joy, but I do want to say this, you guys have to understand that his family lost a son and possibly a brother and just whatever other individuals consider him close to him. It's not exactly a time to celebrate. I don't think the death of individuals is something to celebrate. I know that he was considered a bad person, but again, it's just a fuck situation. It's fucked. Someone dying at a young age like 23 is not exactly like cool. I don't think that's like an awesome thing. But I will say that, I don't, no one liked him. He was a bad person. He did some bad things, and you don't have to feel bad for Twomad, but definitely at least, feel some sympathy for the family that lost him. Okay. That's all I'm saying. But that's kind of the big thing. That's the big ticket. That's the big thing. But clearly Twomad, had been dealing with a lot of mental issues, a lot of serious mental problems, and it's caught up to him. It's pretty obvious that a lot of it is caught up to him, and heavy drug abuse is obviously, a play in this. Now, if you don't know what Twomad did, to put it shortly, he basically essayed another girl. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also something involving a PDF file-esque stuff. So yeah, he's done some pretty heinous things. I never really looked too deep into the Twomad stuff because I thought it was just a bunch of convoluted, just garbage. It was so hard to fucking follow because I just didn't know how to follow it, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's done some pretty heinous things. And for the people who say that there's no evidence, he's literally admitted to it. There's a video of him sitting in his car apologizing to the girl and everything. Like, the guy on stream has admitted to it in the past. I really don't want to hear people saying, oh, there's no proof. Now, the issue with Twomad is that the guy never really took it serious. He would take it as a joke. He used it as a joke, and the guy genuinely went around to other channels trying to go on, lives and talk to people and do interviews talking about the SA as a way to farm views for his channel because he basically lost everything. Yeah, like I said, he didn't take it serious. He wasn't trying to actually take it serious. He literally went on Turkey Tom's channel and just made it into a joke. Like, he didn't actually care to elaborate or really explain himself. And for the people who think that there's no proof or anything, well, Twomad didn't really do a good job of providing anything to defend himself, right? And he had every opportunity. Like, if you're gonna use the court case as an example, if he won the court case or if he didn't get beat on the court case, well, he had every right to sit down and properly explain everything to the audience so that he wouldn't lose everything. So stop defending him, please. Another thing that just recently happened is Jameskii, a guy who was involved with a lot of the drama, a lot of the girls that were coming out about the stuff about him, and even, I believe, the court case, I believe he was a part of that, basically made an entire large tweet talking about, just to summarize it, talking about how Twomad had been threatening to murder him and murder other individuals with his car. And he posted this basically like right after the announcement of Twomad's death. And a lot of people are hating on Jameskii for this. well, to put it lightly, a lot of like small commentary retards are complaining about this because they're not giving Twomad a chance to defend himself. I think that take is just so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. First of all, who cares? The guy is a really bad person. He was a bad person to begin with. Like, there wasn't anything that was going to redeem his career, and even if Jameskii talked about this in the past when he was alive, I don't think Twomad would have taken it seriously and actually defended himself. He would have taken it as another joke and drove his shit down into a bigger pit. Now, a lot of these individuals are complaining because Jameskii didn't show any proof, and to be fair, I agree that it was cringe that he posted it so soon without any proof or anything, and he did just leave it off with him saying, let me collect my thoughts. I'm assuming he's gonna make a video about it and talk about it in full, but a lot of these individuals might not understand that maybe he wasn't allowed to talk about it because of legal actions, or it could have been many reasons why he wasn't able to talk about it. I mean, again, if Twomad is threatening his life, imagine he talks about it when Twomad's alive. Yeah, you look fucking stupid if you think that's a good thing to do, right? Talk about it when the guy is still alive, threatening your life currently. And I want to just say this right now, it's not far-fetched to believe that Twomad really did threaten this guy's life or others' lives. He was going down a rampage of drug addiction. He died from an OD, dude. The guy is literally, you know, addicted. He has an addiction to drugs. He has an addiction to these things. It can make you do a lot of horrible things, especially when the situations are ruining your career. The guy could have been going down a very violent path and doing extremely violent said things. And at the end of the day, I really don't have an issue with what Jameskii is posting here. And if you do, I think you're just ultimately really fucking stupid. Twomad does not need to defend himself, right? Like, he's already done heinous thing, right? Like, imagine somebody getting mad because Jeffrey Epstein is dead right now, and more people are being posted about the list, and people are saying, oh, but Jeffrey's, you know, dead. You can't talk about Jeffrey. Well, you can't talk about him because he's not able to defend himself. Like, that's such a stupid fucking mindset to have. Come on, dude. It's not pathetic for him to post this. He's such a heavily involved person within this drama, within this problem. He could have been affected so many ways mentally, and you guys are treating it like he's just this little bystander who's just making up shit, right? Like, he had a huge involvement. Come on, man. At least give him a chance to talk about it and bring it to light. If Jameskii never brings it to light and he leaves it at this one tweet, go ahead and rip him. I don't really care. If you want to rip him for this, you know, a few months later down the line when he chooses not to prove anything, well then sure, why not? You know, he just tried to spread false information for really no good reason. But right now, you're doing it instantly when he posts this, and if he really does provide real proof of everything, well then everybody who hated on him looks like a fucking idiot. I had to start another recording just because I wanted to talk about this even more because it's pissing me the fuck off. There's a bunch of people that are just openly defending Twomad now, saying he's like putting him in the same boat as like Super Mega, Dream, Quite. You probably are asking, who is that person? It's none other than Lerix. Yes, the guy who's known as Lerix. Give it up for Lerix, everybody. Yay. Yeah, you're defending a actual horrible person. He made an entire thread trying to make a point that there's no proof to prove Twomad ever did any of this stuff, and throwing him basically in the same boat as those other three individuals, you know, people who genuinely were never bad people to begin with. The difference is that Twomad is a degen who's done horrible things. Quite, Super Mega, and Dream, they've never done anything. The whole point of their situation is that they were falsely accused of something heinous, but they never actually did that said thing. Quite was accused of the R word, and did he ever do the R word? No, he never did. If anything, it actually happened to him. Did Dream actually, you know, talk to minors? No, people made up a bunch of stuff, and he didn't know how to respond to it because there's no evidence of anything, and there's nothing he can show to you that says, you know what I mean? Like, he never talked to any of these individuals. Like, they're all just a bunch of crazy fans who said they talked to him and said they had sex with him and all that stuff. And then for Super Mega, I mean, in general, Matt and Ryan weren't actually even a part of the sexual assault. They just weren't. They were just bystanders in the situation that got called out for literally nothing, and then basically got thrown under the rug for nothing when they were actually doing their best at handling the situation and never did anything wrong to begin with. Twomad is somebody who has SA'd a girl and could possibly be a PDF file and all of these terrible things. He's done horrible things he's admitted to doing. He is a degen. He's a bad person, and people lumping him in the same crew as these other individuals who've been falsely accused and had their careers ruined over terrible accusations is such an idiotic thing to do. Lerix, if you want to defend Twomad, go ahead. If you want to defend him, that's fine. Don't lump him in the same group of people as literal people who have never done anything. anything. Twomad has done shit. He has. And he's idiotically ruined his career on his own. He didn't ruin his career like how Dream and all of them lost their career. He did it on his own. And he chose not to defend himself. He chose to be an idiot. He chose to ruin himself. That's the point. What do you not understand from that? Why is that so hard for these people to understand? I don't get that. Stop lumping them in this group. It's these stupid small commentary idiots. And I get it. I'm small commentary technically. But again, it's this stupid mindset that small commentary has. And like I said earlier, he would have never have defended himself in the first place. If someone talked about it, he wouldn't have defended himself. And again, you have to factor in the fact that if he's threatening Jameskii's life and Jameskii says something about it, what if he genuinely goes through with it and kills Jameskii, or tries or attempts to, because he brought it to light? How do you people not have that fucking brain cell, or enough brain cells to tell you that that's how it functions, that's how it works, right? I just, God, dude, it's so fucking frustrating. It's really frustrating. And like I said, you know, later in the video, if he doesn't provide any proof, that's fine. Shit on Jameskii all you want. I think he should provide some proof, or make a video or something later down the line that shows everything and kind of lists everything that he's done. But at the end of the day, the defense of Twomad is idiotic. Stop defending him. Simple, plain and simple. Please stop defending the terrible person that is Twomad. All right, just wanted to get that through. Okay, just wanted to say that. Okay, stop defending him, please. You look like a fucking idiot if you do. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.